So, the benefits of being a non-drinker far exceed that of being a drinker. And in this video today, I'm going to be sharing the number one biggest benefit of being a non-drinker using some of these beautiful illustrations drawn by my girlfriend. Make sure to stay tuned. Hey guys, Leon here from soberclear.com. Now, if you do want to get access to the brand new video training showing you how to get 100% control of drinking alcohol using first principles thinking, then make sure to click the link in the description. I'll be sharing with you exactly how I discovered the mental model and overcame a drinking problem practically overnight, and also a lot of the mistakes that people make when it comes to stopping drinking, as well as the 2 phases of becoming sober clear. You guys are going to love it. Make sure to click the link in the description. So, I'm sure you guys can relate, but when we're drinking, life kind of looks like this. Now, I'm not saying that when people drink, life doesn't necessarily go well. You can still get financial success. You can still get career success. You can even make gains in your health. You can get stronger in the gym, or you might get better cardiovascular fitness all whilst you were drinking. So to say that life absolutely sucks when you drink would be almost a myth, because there are good moments. There are good and bad moments no matter what we're doing. There are good and bad moments when we're drinkers, and there are good and bad moments as non-drinkers. So life kind of looks like this, and there are peaks and there are troughs. So there might be a good part in life where things are going well, you're a drinker, and then for some reason or another, the drinking increases. So you might have had like a period of your life where you've been a normal drinker, you might have just been having 1 or 2 drinks, you might have just been keeping it to the weekends, but what typically happens is our drinking naturally just starts to go up. And that's when we can get these dips. And these dips can kind of impact us in not a good way. We start increasing our intake, our confidence starts going down a bit, our motivation starts going down, our productivity starts going down. We might miss a few workouts, we might skip a few good meals and replace it with junk food, and just kind of things start going backwards. We might get a bit more introverted, we might not be as outgoing, we might not be as sociable, and life just kind of might have been going okay, and then it just kind of can take these little dips. And then what can often happen is when we hit those dips, we say, whoa, this ain't good, I've got to change this. And we can get a lot of motivation, and we can use willpower and things like that and just say, this has got to change. I've got to change this habit. This has got to go out the window. And life can go back up again, and things can start going really, really well. In fact, this is the exact journey that I've been on in my life. And I stopped drinking using willpower. And this was like a 9-month period in my journey of really just crushing it. Like I had this 9-month period where I wasn't drinking, and I was just, I just felt so good. I was working as a personal trainer. I had a girlfriend. I had this place to live, and things went really, really well. I was making tons of money. I was studying the last year of my degree at university, and things went really, really well. But then I started drinking again, and it was like falling off a cliff. It was a gradual thing. In my story, the decline was definitely not steep. It was more kind of gradual, but the point of the matter is, life kind of looks like this when you're a drinker. And in my story, I kind of had to go back down at the bottom, and I ended up with no money. I ended up having to live at my friend's place. I ended up having to go back to work in a restaurant after being in London and doing personal training, all of this cool stuff. Because I was drinking again, it put me back down in the dumps. Now, your story may differ from this. Your story may not have these severe peaks and troughs, but the reality is when we're drinkers, there's not that much linear progress. And yeah, sure, it can kind of go in this direction, but it ain't going up. It's not some exponential curve. It's like this kind of meandering roller coaster. And I guess you could say that is a roller coaster. So, do you know what? I hope I don't have to record this video again, but anyway. So, the biggest benefit of being a non-drinker. Life looks more like this. There's progress. You make progress. You make jumps. You make leaps. And things don't go downwards. So I just kind of wanted to get this beautiful illustration of like a ladder. And, you know, when we become non-drinkers, life's kind of here. We're just at this position, and then we might, get a bit of motivation to start to do something new. So we might start a business. We might start going back to the gym. We might go dating again. We might get a better relationship with our partners. We might hang out with our kids a bit more. And boom, all of a sudden, life takes a jump and things start getting better again. And this might be a holiday. This could be anything. It's going to be different for different people. And you kind of get to another level, and things kind of stay there. And it's okay. You're not necessarily like going on this kind of like this roller coaster of a ride. You make a big change, and life just feels good again. And then you get to a point where you kind of are ready to evolve again, and you make another drastic change. And in my journey, I booked a flight to Thailand. I was working as a gym and a personal trainer. Boom. Life was good. And I said, I'm going to Thailand. Boom. Huge spike, huge change in my life. And it was just this amazing experience, moving to Thailand, doing all of this cool stuff. And You know, I've had people that I work with that may have, this moment for them might have been starting to write a book. It might have been a new job that they've just started. It might have been getting into another relationship or meeting another partner or whatever. Boom, there's this massive spike. And then you sit there again and you're like, damn, this is pretty sweet. Like I'm making this progress. These new things are happening in my life. And I can kind of sit here and not worry about going downhill again. And that's the cool thing. And then we sit there for a few more months or a few more weeks or a few more days or however long it is. And then we say, oh, do you know what? I want more. I want to do more. I want to achieve more. Then boom, life takes yet another jump. And in my story, this was when I started the business. I started SoberClear. I started posting about my experience online. Then boom, there's this huge spike and I'm getting customers now. I'm working with people. I'm helping them stop drinking. Getting these testimonials come through. People are really happy with the service. And my life just took this massive jump up. And in my story, you know, I'm like, this is pretty sweet. So I sat there for a bit and this happens for other people as well. And the point is that life keeps taking these jumps. And then it gets, you know, you're like, oh, pretty satisfied. That was pretty good. I'm ready to do it again. And what happens is every time you take one of these jumps, every time you take one of these steps forward and things don't come crumbling down, well, this is also your confidence, right? This can represent your confidence, your courage, and your self-esteem. You have courage, you take a courageous act, you do something big, you do something bold, you do something new. Maybe you quit your job, maybe you move places, you move cities, whatever it is. And things get better. And your confidence as a result of doing this again and again and again, it is absolutely incredible. And this is the biggest benefit for me, is being able to make forward progress, put one step in front of the other every single day and not worry about having to go back down. Sure, maybe you'll make mistakes. Maybe things won't always be perfectly going upwards. Maybe there will be hurdles that come in the way. Coronavirus, lockdowns, businesses closing, all of that stuff. Sure, maybe it's not going to be exactly like this. But the point is that you're not controlled by a drug. A drug is not causing these dips. Natural things that happen in life are going to happen in life regardless of whether you drink or not. But you can choose to make progress that goes in this direction and continues to go up. So, you know, I'm here right now, right? I'm in this new part where the business is going well. Multiple customers all over the world. The community is set up. The coaching is set up. The course is set up. Everything's set up. And now I've got these new ideas where I'm going to go up again. And that is the beauty of it. Like 2.5 years ago, I was with nothing. I had nothing. I had very little skills. And just by putting one foot in front of the other every single day, life has just got completely different. And that is the biggest benefit of being a non-drinker. It's taking steps every day for a better future. That is exciting. I'm excited for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you click the videos on the screen now, you can learn more about the one thing that got me to stop drinking, as well as some anxieties related stuff. Thanks a lot.